Hi there, this is Miss Quain, and I want to say congratulations. Well, almost, because you are in the final part of your essay, the conclusion. And if you know how to write a conclusion, you know it's the easiest part of your essay. Let's find out why. What are the three parts of a conclusion? Do you remember? Let's check your answers. The first part is the repeat thesis. Remind the reader why you are writing. What's your main argument? Then the repeat main idea. This is any important information. It could be a claim or an evidence that you have that you think the reader should remember. Finally, the lesson. This is the last thing you want the reader to remember as they go off into the sunset. Let's see more about repeat thesis. How about some examples? Here is my original thesis. To make a repeat, you have to see the original. This is back in my, where do I find my original thesis again? That's right, in the introduction. Let's read it together. To solve the violence in Oakland, we need more surveillance cameras, community protests, and better relationships with the police. Your repeat thesis as a level 1 can be the exact same thing, just copy and paste. But I want to show you a more advanced sample. See how I changed it a little bit, but kept the same ideas. Here in Oakland, to help stop the violence, we need to put up surveillance, organize the community, and have better interactions with police. Do you notice there's some key points that are same, such as the word Oakland, violence, surveillance, community, and police. But I use synonyms such as interactions instead of relationships. That is an advanced repeat thesis. Same idea, slightly different words. Let's check out the next part. Repeat main idea. What the heck is that? Let's see a sample. The best way to do this is to look at your original claims. They're very similar to your thesis. Let's check out my original claims. I have to go to my body 1. Body 1 claim. Surveillance cameras help us catch criminals. Oh yeah, that's right. Well, let's see the body 2 claim. Community protests get people involved. Cool. And the third claim I wrote is better relationships with the police build trust. Solid. Now, how can I put that information, maybe with a little evidence, in a repeat main idea? Let's see my sample. Check it out. First of all, do you notice? Is it one sentence? No. Let's read how I repeated main ideas without it sounding too the same. Let's read the first sentence. Having surveillance at schools help us see who has been tagging. Do you see how I talked about this claim but added a little bit of my evidence? I had previously talked about what I've seen at my school, which is kids tagging outside. Next, we need people to be informed and passionate about stopping violence. Community protests help them get their voices heard. Do you see how this one's connected with this? I talked a little bit more about community protests, but added about getting voices heard, which is what I had put in my evidence. Protesting, making your voice loud. Finally, most importantly, many people distrust the police. We need to have police officers who see the community as people, not prisoners. Do you see how I talked about police and building trust? But I added a little bit more because I had talked about how officers see people as prisoners in my evidence. Do you see how you can mix and match the most important points in your essay? And finally, dun dun dun, you really are done! Almost. The lesson. What the heck do you put for the lesson? Let me give you a couple sentence starters. Write these down. I hope you have learned. Remember to, next time, we deserve. For example, I hope you have learned that Oakland can be a safe place if we change just a few things. Remember to speak up when you have something to say. Make your voice heard. Next time, get involved in a local protest so you can have your voice heard to fight against violence. Or, we deserve better in our community. Make a change now. Yay! Conclusion, review. What have you learned about writing a conclusion? Let's find out.